welcome to our free Feel Good workout, which is a workout for all ages and abilities. My amazing mother-in-law will be joining me shortly to demonstrate all the exercises seated. I'll be showing low impact standing options, perfect for anyone working from home, behind their desks, anyone sitting too long, which is most of us these days. Anyone that has any physical recovery, injuries, please listen to your body. Most of these exercises are physio approved. We've had up to the age of 100 join us from a care home, so perfect for care homes as well to slot into their weekly activity programs. But let's get going. I will be going through my Feel Good fitness prescription as outlined in my best-selling book, The Feel Good Fix. If you haven't got your copies, really recommend it. Very easy to read. You don't need to read it in one go. It's like a little guide with lots of things you can do as short as a minute, backed by science. But we always start with a breath snack. So that is like the Feel Good mentally section. And this is really important to just reset our nervous system, to get us ready for a lovely, gentle workout today. But first, I want you to just close your eyes and tune into your breath. We're often in this fight or flight mode, rushing around, busy lifestyles. You've joined today. Even technology can be a little bit stressful at times, but we are here. So close your eyes. Maybe place your hands on your lap. Relax your shoulders, relax your forehead. Try and relax all the body and focus on breathing through your nose. Nice, big, deep, positive inhales through the nose. Nasal breathing has a lot of benefits. And exhale either through your nose, even your mouth. Let out a big sigh if you need to, just releasing any tension. And today we're going to do a really simple breath. It's the resonant breath, coherent breath. It's breathe in for about 5 and exhale for about 5. So really simple, but just do what feels good for you. You could even place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. I'll talk you through a couple of rounds, just a mindful minute to reset our nervous system. And Mummy has joined us just in time. We're going to start breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep your eyes closed. Tune into your breath. That was just 5 rounds. You can do 5 or 6 rounds in a minute. And there's a lot of science behind this written in my book. It's often the breath that we use in prayer. It's got a lot of spiritual meaning. Just have a sense check how you feel just in that minute. Hopefully a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed. Now we're going to rub our hands in front of us, generate some heat, and then place those warm hands over your closed eyes. Take a positive inhale, and then open your eyes gently, just letting in a bit of light, keeping those hands there. Bring a smile to your beautiful faces. And when you're ready, you're going to release your hands away. Pranam, Mummy. How are you? Are you good? Yeah, well done for joining. So how do you all feel? Let me know on YouTube. I have an amazing Zoom community as well. The active recovery today is going to be a little walk. You could do seated like Mummy's demonstrated. You can get your steps in anywhere, anytime, even in your pajamas. Lots of people are joining on Zoom as well. You could go into a little bit of a jog, depends on your ability. Have a little bit of intention with your step. I don't mean pounding the ground, but let's think about keeping our bones strong. And there's studies to show that walking is one of the best ways to reduce risks of things like osteoporosis as we age. From our 40s really through menopause, this is an issue I really try and raise awareness of, and beyond, but little bit of impact with your feet touching the ground. So we're doing a little bit of a walk to warm up, but this is your active recovery. And I do have an incredible Zoom community. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, where I can see a lot of the participants and I talk to everyone at the end, please go onto my website for the free newsletter. It will have the link, and I even have a WhatsApp group I send reminders on. I can see one of my amazing Zoom participants has been joining me from the beginning. Andrew's holding some weights. So this is another little progression. If you want to, you could add in the weights in this active recovery. So we have started getting warm. We're now going to, maybe without the weights, just draw the arms up. You have the option to stand or sit still or keep marching, getting your steps in and coming down. So let's use our breath that we did in the beginning through the exercise. Breathe in and breathe out. It might be a nice little release. Some of you are holding weights. Well done. Tin cans are perfect here. Inhale and exhale. But we're just trying to mobilize right now. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Lovely work. I would say release any weights for now, just because this is our mobility snack. Little exercise snacks and movements you can use through the day. You can see I'm going to start with a lovely hug. Everyone knows my feel good hugs on Zoom. Breathing in, open out your arm. Just this opening is releasing any of the rounding of the spine, opening out the chest, and then round your back. I want you to give yourself a little hug. Now, when you do this, tuck your tailbone under, chin to chest, round the back, opening out the vertebra. Your back can get often tight, especially when we're sitting for long periods. Breathing in, I can see some couples joining. Please give someone a hug if you've got them near you. I'm obviously going to give Mummy a big hug. Well done for joining. Feel good hugs all around. We're doing that as part of our mobility today. We're then seated or standing. Maybe take a little wider stance. We're going to reach one arm over the side. I want you to give me a little virtual wave. Feel that stretch down the side of your body and release. And the other side. So mobilizing. Mobility is really important. You can add these exercises in to keep your joints nice and supple. We're giving ourselves little stretches, but we're keeping them dynamic. So they're moving. We've got synovial fluid around the joints. We want to keep our muscles moving as much as possible in the day. So rather than staying sedentary and sitting in one position, simple movements, little exercise snacks are really effective. We're going to add our little sunflowers. If you know them, we have our hands on opposite elbows. You like this one, right? Great. So imagine a beautiful sunflower growing in the sunshine. You're going to come into a little forward fold, just a little inversion. Your blood flow will go a little bit to your brain, seated or standing. And then you're going to come up one side. Hands are on opposite elbows. Unravel the spine, breathing in, and then exhale, rolling down the other side. Then you're going to try and change directions. And this is a lovely movement. We're imagining we are beautiful sunflowers growing in the sunshine, and we're unraveling the spine, because I often see people rounded backs, the kyphosis of the spine. It's very common these days. So here we're just giving our spine a little bit of TLC. I really love this one. Do you like it, Mummy? And one more, beautiful, growing up, lengthening and releasing. All of our exercises today, we're going to use the snack in my book that's very famous now, the desk reset snack. I just saw Taruna Auntie doing it on Zoom. So you're going to imagine the analogy of a desk. If you don't know it, you bring your shoulders up, back an inch or two and down. So from here to hopefully standing taller. I want you to use that snack in your day-to-day lives. And we're just going to add in a few neck exercises, just nodding down. So lifting the chin up, lengthening the front part of your neck and then down to your chest. So keep those shoulders fixed in that lovely posture. It's a great little posture reset, that desk reset snack. Especially anyone sitting too long, show your children, grandchildren, your partners, and then we're gonna say yes one final time to a lovely workout. Say yes to yourself, to your amazing body, and then we're gonna say no to any negative thoughts through this session. So we're just turning our head side to side. How does that feel? Good. Can you feel it? I can feel a little bit of like tightness in areas. Just simple movements is all I'm asking you to do. Things you can sprinkle into your day. Even this is just a little bit of self-care for our necks. Our heavy heads are always on our neck, and that pain can travel down. If you have a band or a belt, and that's a resistance band, if you, mummy likes the pink one, I will go matching with my outfit, the black one. You don't need to have fancy equipment. You can see, hopefully, in camera that we have tin cans. We also use things like laundry bottles. When it comes to strength training, when it comes to these, I don't expect anyone to have fancy equipment in our workouts. I want it to be accessible to everyone. You have started, some of you on Zoom, you're so good. Lavina's famous shoulder floss, which has its own snack in my book. And if you don't know what that is, we're going to try and hold your belt or your band, or a pair of old tights is great, like I showed in my pandemic-free workouts. Breathing in and exhaling, lifting up and over. Try and keep everything symmetrical. If you can't go all the way, you do whatever range of movement you can. And if you need to bend the arms, that's fine as well, because we are all different. You've got to listen to your body. To make it more challenging, you can use the resistance in the band. That means holding it tighter. So it's a little bit harder. If it's too hard, loosen off. Let's do a few more using our breath. Inhale, exhale. Mummy, tell me when you start feeling these. And you'll feel a little bit of a burning sensation. It's the lactic acid in your muscles, but we're starting to use them with a bit of resistance. Really effective to get that ball and, yep, very good. This whole ball and socket joint here is, we need to try and keep that rotating. So this is a really good one. We're going to now hold it a bit narrower. Have a bit of tension. So again, belt, pair of old tights, even a gown tie is great here. Do your desk reset snack. So your shoulders are fixed, posture's set. And we're going to try and hold tight. So you've got tension already if you're holding it tight. We're going to lift up without bringing our shoulders to our ears. Nice and slow, straight arms and straight down. So this might feel easy, but can we hold it tight? And breathe in. Can you see I'm trying to go nice and even and down? Now the hard bit is keeping this band taut, or whatever you're holding, hold it nice and tight. So you're increasing your grip strength, which is a real important indicator for longevity. If you think about, we want to keep our grip to open jars, to open doors, things that we really don't think about but are in the future. And I do have people right now live with me in their 70s, 80s, and I believe 90s too, which is so amazing. So I want to be like you, exercising for as long as possible, but thinking about my long-term health. Did you feel that? Yes, does it feel okay? Yeah. Yes, you can feel a little bit, looks easy, but if you do it properly with a bit of tightness, hopefully you should feel that. The next one we're going to do, we're doing a little bit longer band stack today, is we're going to keep our hands here and we're going to retract our shoulders, stomach tight, fix the hips forward, and we're just going to do a little twist. Now, if you don't like the band, you can just place your hands behind your head. So all I'm doing is twisting, breathing out, inhale to the middle. Think about your stomach muscles. This is working your core. Lift your chin, make it nice and neutral, your head to your spine. But it's also releasing the back, little spinal twist. And you might feel it. Do you feel this, Mummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard now holding this band. Shall we have a little shake off, have a little dance, have a little tap of your body, see what feels good for you. We're going to do one last exercise after you've had a little release. We're going to do the lat pull down. So this is a great one for these muscles here. They're in your back and strengthening these. So if you didn't want to use a band, you could use 2 lightweight tin cans in your hands. Hands are nice and straight, arms are by your ears, relax your shoulders. Then one hand is going to come down and round the side. So I'll show you from the side. It's like I'm between 2 panes of glass and releasing. These are the muscles I want you to think about. Maybe do 5 on each side. You could alternate, breathe out, inhale, release. So as it comes down and round the side, the other arm stays nice and straight. Good. I can see Varshanti on Zoom doing it without weight, which is great because you can really then feel the movement. Even here, I'm trying to squeeze here, squeeze in the back. Yep. Can you feel that, Mummy? I won't touch you because she's ticklish when I touch her on the live there. Can you feel this? YouTube, are you able to do this exercise with or without a band? You could use some tin cans, some plastic bottles as weights, but a really good one to help with our back strength. And Mummy's showing how you could do this anywhere, at your desk, on your sofa. And let's relax. Okay, let's go into that active recovery that I was talking about. We have done that big mobility and band snack there. Little exercises. If there was one exercise from that you could take away as homework to do until I see you next week, which one would you do, Mummy, out of all of those? Anyone you prefer? Can you add it in? You do the shoulder floss already, right? Could you add in the lat pull down? Yeah. So a bit of back strengthening. Everyone, even on YouTube, write down what you're going to commit to. I would love to just hear if you could do it for a week, maybe once a day. Just one little exercise you can add in as homework would be amazing. How are we feeling? We are going to go into a bit of balance work, and this is really important part of my Feel Good Fitness prescription to reduce our risks of falls. Mummy's going to make sure she's got a support, so wall or chair. You're going to come and stand in the middle. I'm going to show you some seated options for anyone that may not be able to stand. I want you to just hold out a nice leg extension. You're going to come standing for balance. So what we're going to do today, actually, we'll do a different one because I can show you this nice and seated. We're going to work our hips at the same time. Always have support, so hold on if you need to. You're going to try and lift your leg up and then open out your hip to the side, knee to the side. Go down. You can touch or you can hover. Then back up, then close and down. So if you can do this while you're balancing, it's quite tough. You've got to really focus. But if you need to hold on to a chair, a wall, a fixed object, please do that because this is a moving balance. This is a little gate opener that you can do seated or standing. Try and keep your hips nice and still. Can you feel that movement, Mummy, in your hip joint? The hips get very tight. We also hear about hip replacements. We want to keep our hips happy. There's a happy hip snack. Can I say that in my book? It's a bit of a tongue twister. I hope you felt that. Seated or standing, this is a really good one to release any tension in the hips. Let's try the other side. And if this is too hard, just do a 10 to 20 second balance, holding on if you need to. And I do have targets for balance based on your age. There's little targets based on science, on studies that I've researched about how much we should try and bring in balance into our lives. You know, I always say it's got its own snack. Brush your teeth, balance snack, which is literally while you brush your teeth or even after. If you can even just do 10 seconds, that's a great indicator for longevity. Can everyone feel this? It's quite hard if you do it nice and slow. My hips feel a little bit tight. and let's release off. So we're going to go straight into our squats today. So we're moving into lower body strength now. We've got a nice little couple of exercises that we're going to whiz through. If you know what you're doing, please start. I mean, you will add up your squats, so you rest and take little breaks when you need to. I'm going to show anyone new, and we don't call them squats, we call them sit and stand, so it's even more accessible. Anytime you're sitting on a chair or sitting around, you could add these in. For anyone that's not able to stand, because I want this to be accessible, like I said, all ages, lovely leg extension. Mummy's got both up. Her posture's really good. You've been holding these every day? For how many seconds?
50 I count.
50 you count in your head?
Just loud.
Wow, do you? In the morning?
Yeah.
Good girl. This is how her knees have got so strong. It's the knee exercises she does daily. So this is your level 1, and they're all saved on YouTube under the popular workouts. There's a 10-minute knee exercises if anyone needs that little reminder. Well done, Mummy, because your knees have got so much better, touch wood. So level 1 was a leg extension. You could hold for a few seconds and release. Think about the muscles here. Our quadriceps support our knees. I know some of you are already sitting and standing. Have a little break if you need to into your leg extensions. Good recovery. Second option is feet a little bit around shoulder width apart, knees always going out in line with your toes. You're going to hold your chair or your armrests, and if you need help, you come up for a few inches, coming down. We're still working, engaging our lower body muscles, which is what I want us to do to increase our muscle mass, which we start losing after the age of 30. So encourage every age to be doing some strength training. Lastly, if you're able to stand, some of you already are, we're going to come all the way up, making sure your knees go out in the same direction as your toes. Mummy's checking, she can see her toes, yep. So your weight is in your heels, your knees are staying back. I squeeze my glutes as I come up and slowly down. So even though going down is really effective, that negative movement, I'm going to give you all a little break. Mummy, you keep going, because some of you have done quite a few while I was showing all the levels. So please take a little break if you need it. Core is tight, back is straight, squeeze up, breathe out, breathe in. Lovely. Are you going to try and do 10, Mummy? Yes? 7. Good. She's counting for me. We are just doing body weight to start. Then we'll talk about adding in extra weight. But think about your form and technique. Go with whatever is your ability.
10.
Well done. Amazing work. Now, I must point out in that there were quite a few of my Zoom participants doing them all the way through. You must have done at least, I don't know if anyone's counted. Let me know, 30 or 40 there. So super well done. That's really good. And I do have that 1-minute longevity test, that sit and stand test that I've posted on my social media, which does give targets. What was yours? Do you remember you did? I can't remember now. In a minute, I think you did. Was it? Yeah, it was about 30. But there was a little test there with the chart of how much you can do based on your age range. We're going to go back. In case you lifted weights already, think about the weight you're lifting. We're going to do another set now, holding a weight as progression. If you're a beginner, you stick to just no weight, just your body weight and good form. I'm using a kettlebell. Mummy's using a laundry bottle. You could use a rucksack. You are still going to do perfect form, but we are now adding in weight. This is where the importance is of strength training. Gradually over time, this is where you can play this workout back. You're going to try and start increasing your weight, and that's what's going to really help to stimulate muscle growth, important for our blood sugar levels, reversing type 2 and pre-diabetes, for weight loss, because the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn at rest, Great for our brain. Squat is one of the best exercises for our blood flow to the brain. Great for our bones. I mean, the list is endless, yeah, of the benefits of strength training. Boosting our mood. I hope you're feeling good, everyone. Woo, well done. Drop your weights for a little bit. Shake it out. If anyone has the energy, obviously go in and do that active recovery. Otherwise, rest. Now, we are 25 minutes, let's say 20 minutes in to our workout. How do you feel, Mummy, in terms of your mood and energy? Good? How does everyone feel? Give me some thumbs up if you're feeling better than when you started. Sometimes we don't feel like exercising. Even me, I'm a personal trainer, but I'll be honest. But don't you feel a little bit better right now? And that's the power of the endorphins that we release when we're moving. I hope you feel stronger, a little bit happier. So I want you to bottle up this feeling. That's why I thought I'd pause today to check everyone's sense check. Remember this feeling, bottle it up. On the days you don't feel like exercising, think about how it really helps us mentally as well as physically. So we're going to do another exercise now. Now, first I'm going to show you the seated option that everyone can try. We're going to do straight leg lifts. So we're going to lift up, one leg is bent, one leg is straight. I try and keep my body still, and I'm going to lift up. I'm flexing my toe towards me. So nice and straight, Mummy, even on the way down. So when I go down, I'm keeping it straight. Exhale, inhale. Can you feel that? It's hard, right? Because you want to move your body a little bit. Exhale, inhale. How does this feel? So the other option is balance, a little bit of balance where if you hold on to your chair, you can either lift up and down, or we could do a little side lift, yeah? So this is going to target the outer and inner thighs, but it depends on your ability. I want you to have support if you're standing. You could even do these lying down on your side, where you're lifting your leg up. You could even do it lying on your back in bed. Do you do this as part of your bed exercise, right? So that is really good because you're targeting different muscles around the leg. So I want to just add in this exercise after those squats and sit and stand. So let's try and do, are you going to stay seated and do it? And shall I do it standing, or what do you fancy? What do you normally do in the morning? Seated? Like this? Or you do it in the bed?
Yeah, I do it in bed.
In bed. So whatever you feel like. If you're standing, you have the option here, keeping everything still. So your body's very still. It's the isolating the move out and in, or you could even go forwards and back. You can mix it up. I'm going to do them here. Let's go for 10 on each leg. So we've probably done about 4 or 5. Good. 6. Try and stay balanced. Well done. 7. Core tight, whatever you're doing. 8. Lovely. Careful. Hold on if you need to, Mummy, here. 9 and 10. Do you feel that? Good. Let's change legs. So lifting up. 10. 9. I will show you the other option standing. 8. Good. 7. I'm keeping everything still if I can. 6. Beautiful. 5. Breathe through. 4. Lovely. I can feel that. 3. You don't have to go super high. 2. And 1. How do you feel? Was that okay? Can you feel those? Give me a bit of feedback on Zoom. Yes or no? Good one. You liked it? Every week I write a new workout out. So I love your feedback. YouTube, let me know if you like that exercise as well. Do let me know in the comments. I always love the feedback. Last exercise here, we're going to add in a little bit of a cardio snack, little bit of HIIT, but low intensity. That's high intensity, low impact. We're going to keep it. We're going to do some high knees to focus on your lower abdominals. You have an option here. You could hold some weights if you wanted. You could alternate the arms. A bit of coordination to keep our brains fit, because, you know, I always talk about dementia and Alzheimer's prevention, and exercise is one of the best ways to do that. So here, coordinated movements you're trying to do, or you could even hold maybe 2 very light weights, some dumbbells or some tin cans above your head with a bit of balance, or if you're seated like mummy, lifting the knee as high as you can. Think about your stomach muscles, really lifting, tightening. So we're working our core, we're raising our heart rate. You could go faster or keep it nice and slow and controlled. Let's keep going. Whatever you're doing, you don't have to hold your hands up. This is also a little shoulder workout here, a bit of upper body strength. Let's go for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the weights away and just move in a little bit with the arms for the last 10 seconds. 10. Can you all count down? Say it out loud. This is good for the brain while you're moving. Counting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping our brains fit. The heat is on. Shall I turn it off? Yes, we're getting nice and warm here. How is everyone feeling? Have a little bit of a breather, or you can do your marching on the spot even. Mummy's getting nice and warm, and so am I. So we're going to just turn our heaters off. That's a good sign. We're going into upper body when you're ready. Have a little breather. Are you a little bit out of breath? I know we did the HIIT, but the squats and the strength training also bring your heart rate up, but you are building lean muscle mass, so you're not doing too much cardio. It's actually so effective to do strength training at all ages. We're going to do press-ups now. So that was the lower body snack. We're now doing upper body. If you know what I'm talking about, you can go by the wall. Mummy will demonstrate here. You're going to keep a lovely straight line from your head all the way down. You're not going to bend here. I can see Purnamanti, I think, is in her kitchen today, so that's a perfect place against your countertop to maybe do some press-ups to progress. If you're not doing it against the wall, you can keep it there. We do have options for the floor that I go through in my book. Sonal's on the floor, but I don't demonstrate them here just for accessibility for all ages. So mummy's got her hands nice and wide, inhaling, exhaling. So she's going to try and bring her body through, squeezing back. How are we getting on? I'm just going to have a quick peek on Zoom. Super work. So come, if anyone wants to progress, you could have your feet a little bit further away, or you could bring your hands a bit closer and keep your elbows tucking in like Andrew's doing. Very good for his tricep muscles. It's a little bit harder. Breathe away, chest between the hands, and exhale as you push away. The seated option, apologies, was against the legs, pushing away. So still thinking about bending the arms. You can come and join me seated after you've done your 10 or 12, or do a few little wrist circles. So this seated option, it looks easy, but I want you to think about the mind to brain, mind to muscle connection. So even here, I am just pushing away, but I'm thinking about, at least I'm using the muscles in my upper body. If I can't get to a wall, there's always options that you can do seated. We're now going to do our bicep curls. So we're going to do 10 of these, and I will show you form, desk reset snack without any weight. My wrists always stay straight to my forearms. You can carry some light tin cans, plastic bottles, weights. Elbows stay glued in, and we're going to work this muscle here, our biceps. So let's do 10 of those first, seated or standing. And if you're seated and you want to add in some little heel raises to make it more full body, you can. Mummy, have you got your little pink weights? Do you want to hold those? So let's go for 10. If you've started, you might feel these. Have a little rest based on your weight. Squeezing up and slowly down. So let's go nice and slow on that negative movement. Exhale, inhale. Can we go for 3, 2, 1 up, 3, 2, 1 down. It's a little bit harder. Do what you can. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shoulders relaxed, stomach tight. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out as you lift. Inhale as you come down. How many have we done, Mummy?
7.
Good. 3 more. Let's go up together. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. 9. Are you feeling it? If you're not feeling it, you've got to think about playing this back. Maybe going a little bit heavier with your weights. And relax, or if you're not feeling it, you could always add in reps. I do explain everything behind strength training. Give it all a shake, give it a march off. If anyone is interested, it's a very easy read, but I would love you to read this section, page 61, if you've got my book on strength training, because it explains absolutely everything in terms of what I'm talking about, progressive overload. It talks about how to start lifting, what repetitions, what little ways you can progress. It might not always be increasing the weight. So that's just a little bit of homework for reading, a reading snack after class. We're going to add in some shoulder presses now. So I'm showing you without weights. My hands would be by my ears. And then I'm going to lift up, breathe out, and bring it back by your ears. So I'm not dropping all the way down and releasing that tension on the muscles. You're going to keep it nice and even. So having a mirror in front of you is great for exercises like this because we're using free weights. So we want it nice and symmetrical. Let's aim for 10, using a weight that is challenging for yourself, where you feel it in the last 3 or 4 repetitions. That's when you really know you're using the right weight. And that's something to think about. You can play this workout back, or when you come back next week live with me or using it saved, think about the weights that you've got. Maybe you could add some plastic bottles instead of the tin cans. Mummy, are you feeling this? Breathe out and in. We do this because we want to lift and be able to put things up on a shelf, carry your bags overhead if you're traveling on an airline. It's just simple things that we do day to day, getting a plate off a high cupboard. Yeah, Mummy, I know you've got your plates high up, haven't you, in some of your cupboards. So this is why I want you to think about why we're strength training and release. It's not about looks, it's about longevity. How are we feeling? Are we okay? Now, I want you to do a little bit of HIIT with that. We're going to do a bit of boxing. So we're going to add in some very light weights. I would say tin cans. I've got these little tin sort of bottle-y things here. These are good, but baked bean tins are perfect. And yes, we're going to punch away all of our worries. Now, my arms are feeling it a little bit. Are yours? Because we've done quite a bit today already. You've done your big compound move with the press-ups, all the banded work we did. Let's punch it out. Do what you can. I'm marching my feet. I'm even going a little bit faster. Let's count down together. 10. Punch away all your worries. 8. Great work. 6. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Well done, Champuanti. I can see you there. Fighting away. They've been joining me on Zoom and YouTube over your travel. So lovely to see Vino, Uncle, and you back. You're both amazing. How are you feeling? Heart rate's up. Out of 10, Lavina, I can't do any more. 0 is I'm asleep. You're not making me do anything. Where are you, Mummy?
I'm okay.
Yeah, about 6, 7?
Yeah.
Good. So this is your recovery as well. Gets easier as you get fitter. Your stamina will increase. So we're going to just do a last little exercise for our core today. and then we're going to go into our lovely stretches, which is very important as well. I will explain why. We're going to hold anything out, maybe a little laundry bottle, maybe a dumbbell, maybe tin cans, seated or standing. You're going to keep your waist and hips fixed, so they're not going to move. Arms are straight in front of you. This already is a frontal raise, so it's working your shoulders and upper back. We're going to use our stomach muscles. Imagine sucking your belly button in, and we're just twisting for one side and back to the middle. As you twist, I want you to breathe out. And inhale. Your arms are working because my arms are nice and straight out in front of me. Twist and in. Can you feel this in your stomach, mummy? Can you feel it? Twist and release. Obviously have a break when you need to. Twisting around, stomach tight, core tight. Good. Should we try and do one more on each side, depending on the weight that you're holding? This could be challenging. Twist. Breathe into the middle. Breathe out and breathe in. Well done. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
I feel like adding in one sneaky more. If you can hold that same weight or even a lighter weight in one arm, we're going to have the other hand behind your head. So I'm trying to make sure my back is nice and straight, elbows out wide. And now we're going to try seated or standing. Good, you've got a bit of space. You're going to just try and bring that arm, slide it down so you feel the sides of your bodies, your love handles. Exhale, squeezing up. Let's do the same side for 5. Just see how it feels. Reaching over and squeeze up. Like I'm between 2 panes of glass. I'm just reaching. Can you feel it on this side, mummy?
Yeah.
And squeeze up. Breathe out as you come up. That's the hard part of the move. That's where you use your exhale. So breathe in and exhale. Squeeze. Really focus your mind to the side abdominals, the lovely love handles that we all have. We don't love them, but we've all got them. We could just do a little bit to tighten, to use the side muscles as well, which we do use in our day-to-day movements. Let's change sides when you're ready. Down and squeeze up. No tension on your neck. Just keeping everything nice and straight and squeeze up. Breathing out. Good. Can you feel that all the way down? Can you feel it on the chair, mummy, while you're seated? Great. And 2. Lovely work. Last one. Down and squeeze up. Well done, everyone. I want you to give yourselves a clap. We are moving into stretch, but this is so important because to reduce our risks of injuries. And also you can treat yourself to a nice stretch any time. So seated or standing, I feel like we need to do quite a few upper body stretches. So let's open our arms out. Really arch your back, stick your tailbone out. Then bring your hands into your back if you can. And try and bring your elbows back. So if you're here, try and straighten up your spine, shoulders back. And then try and bring your elbows back and together. Good. Lift through your chin, just neutral spine. Opening out our chest, pectoral muscles after the press-ups. Everything else we've done there, I want you to hold and breathe. This is your moment to actually hold and release any tension. This will reduce any muscle soreness. This is great for your flexibility. This is really important to reduce risks of injury. And I love stretching because it's connecting to my breath and a bit of slowing down and self-care, which is so important. We're now going to lift one arm up and we're going to place the other hand on that elbow. A lot of us are here. So I want you to first try and straighten up. Then I want you to apply a bit of pressure. You can bring the other hand down behind your back and you can try and push that elbow back a little bit. Back and upright. How does that feel? Relax your shoulders, relax your head. You should feel a nice long stretch all the way down. Let's breathe. 2 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Also bringing down your heart rate back to normal. Really important. And then if anyone wanted to lean over to one side, you can lean over and get a nice side stretch, especially after that last exercise we did. Lovely work, and release. Well done. How are we doing? Well done, Ayushanti, Lal Uncle. I can see you both on Zoom. Great work, everyone. Other side. So maybe just here is enough without the leaning over. So mummy, I would just say over time we can try and just push this elbow back a little bit. How does that feel? Sitting straight. Can you feel that? Down here. Is it okay? Looks really good. Well done. And then if you wanted to, you can add in that side reach. Oh, lovely. You could do this on the sofa at night, yes? Before bed. Last one, we're just going to do our shoulders. One arm out in front of us, other hand above or below the elbow, drawing it in, reaching, and then looking over that shoulder. So draw it in towards your body. Relax the shoulders. This is lovely for the upper back. Can you feel that here? Yep. Breathe. I know it's hard sometimes when you're feeling tight, but try and send the breath to any areas of tension and release. Other side. We've done quite a lot today, fairly fast. If you found it hard, don't worry, just come back to it. This workout is saved for you. Anytime, please share it with a friend or a loved one so I can help more people. Just to keep them moving is really my goal. And then we're going to sit down, all of us. We're going to have both legs out in front of us today. Our toes are going to come towards us so your feet are flexed. Legs are lovely and straight. You could, if that's hard enough, just lean forward and just feel a little stretch. If your legs are straight, that's amazing. You could also, if you find it hard to reach your toes when we try and reach our toes, you could use your tights or your belt or band, and you could just try and push it round your feet, around the soles of your feet, and hold either side. This is quite a nice one if we all try this today, actually. Sitting nice and upright with your back, shoulders back, chin up, mummy, lovely. Try and bring your toes towards you, and then you can lean slightly forward. So chest coming towards the thighs. I've got resistance on the band, but I'm keeping my legs straight. Can you feel a nice stretch? Lovely. Let's hold and breathe if you can, but relax your neck and shoulders. Deep breaths. You just go as far as you want. You could go even further to make it harder. Chest coming towards the thighs is harder as well. If you don't like this, drop the band, place your hands on your thighs or aim to reach your toes, ankles, shins. Breathing, one more deep breath in and exhale, release it off. Did you like that one? And then last stretch, we're going to bring our leg in towards your body. Hug it in nice and tight, back straight. Maybe circle out the ankle. We did quite a lot of marching today, which is really great. But just circle out your ankle as well. You've got your feet doing everything for us, and we need to give them a bit of love and TLC. We forget how much we rely on all the parts of our body. Other side, hugging the knee in, just releasing that off. Circling out, maybe a couple in each direction, little bit of rotation, and relax. Well done. We are going to do our feel-good finish. If you don't know it, it does have its own snack. This is something I finish with all my workouts. Just a moment to thank your amazing bodies. Bit of gratitude, which lots of gratitude practices as well that are so important for our health. Breathing in, lots of positivity, lifting the arms up, seated or standing. And then exhale, bring the arms down, but release any tension, negativity, anxiety from the mind. Mummy and I have done workouts in Gujarati that are saved on YouTube. Do one for us. Good. Lovely work. One final big positive inhale, everyone. This time, capture that positivity with your hands at the top. Then bring that down to your heart center. Take a moment, close your eyes, and thank your amazing bodies. Have a bit of gratitude. Say something positive. I have positive affirmation ideas in the book as well. But just say well done, and I'm grateful for my body. Whatever you manage to do, I'm super proud of you. Open your eyes. Give yourselves a big clap. My one request is to share these workouts so that I can reach as many people as possible. There's probably over a couple of hundred on YouTube now, some in Gujarati, like we said, the mummy kindly translated in the pandemic. There's exercise snacks, there's diabetes-friendly playlists, Alzheimer's playlists, everything's saved in the popular workout. We talked about the 10-minute knee exercises that mummy talked through, Physio-approved exercises. There's lots on there, so please use the channel and please let me know when you do. Drop me a comment. Make sure you're subscribed for free, and I will see you all next week. Super well done. Let me know how you found it. And I'm going to talk to my amazing Zoom community now who are live with me, and you can join on Zoom by signing up to my free newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com. Lots of love to everyone on YouTube. Mummy, well done.
Well done.
We did do a last feel-good hug. Yay, well done.
Well done.
Special moment. Someone last night at an event said, I love you and your mum doing this. And I said, she is my mum, but she's actually my mother-in-law. And they were shocked. They were like, how do you get on with your mother-in-law? How do you get to do exercises with her? So I was telling them the story. I was like, there has to be also that, breaking the taboo. You can always try and find, this is our passion now. And we found such a great bond doing this for the last 5 years. But she's my mum, but she's actually my mother-in-law. And you can also get on with your mother-in-law and get people in your family moving. I digress, but it was quite an interesting conversation I had with someone. Lots of love, everyone on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. And how is